I want to access the GPS on her phone.
Okay. And we are now live. You can do those rolls while I do the quick introduction there.
Okay.
This is Minneapolis by night, for those who haven't figured it out. This is the vampire venue because, well, I'm fucking running. That's fine. I'd like to welcome you all to another exciting episode of Minneapolis by night, but, this is just going to be a fun, interesting session that we just kind of threw together on the spur of the moment. So, as we enter the scene, as every movie likes to start, Lorenzo walks up to Myrcella and walks up to his mother. Hey, Mom, I'm planning on going out for a drive because if I sit in this house any longer, I'm going to go stir crazy and want to kill somebody.
And she looks at him. She's like, "I hear ya."
Yeah.
I hear ya.
I don't know how you can do it. Jesus.
I'm coming with you. She just smiles.
Yes. The difficulty would increase to 8. 8 sound good?
8. It's usually military-grade computers.
Yeah.
8 and lots of successes. But if you say 8, that's fine.
Actually, we'll do 7. Yeah, we'll do 7.
Okay, well then, that makes it exactly standard diff because that makes it exactly standard diff because I'm using the secondary skill for it. So yay.
It's a Mob Queen's phone.
I suppose before we go, I need to make sure that my pets are dealt with.
Okay, Miriam can't break your security. Neat.
Oh, well, you can always just call her.
Yeah, she'll do it the easy way. She wanted to know where she was first.
Okay, you check on your pets. They're okay.
Yeah, no, I make sure they're taken care of, so no one else has to deal with them.
Okay. I'll get you in, Blake. Don't worry. I'm thinking on that while we're moving.
Zeta, she's easy. She can just hang out and be a hand. But the big one, yeah.
Yeah, that one's gonna take a little more work.
Yeah. Hey, at least.
But yeah, you managed to find a way to take care of it. I mean, you pretty much have the bracelet that keeps it controlled. So
yeah.
Basically, you just say sit and stay, kind of like a dog, and it will listen.
Right.
At least that's what I'm going with for now because it just makes it easier. The last thing you need is that thing following you.
It is a dog. That was a suggestion.
It technically is a dog.
Technically.
It's a lot of things. I'm not sure dog is even part of what it actually is.
Lots of things merged together. I recognize that foot. I mean...
But you find a way to keep the pet at bay. It will stay where it belongs or whatever. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, Lorenzo's in the car. He's actually waiting out front now. You're in the Mercedes, so it's a nice little one.
That's not going to be watched. No, not at all. It's a save.
Well, it's more specifically who's driving it. That's going to mean he's going to get watched.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, we're both under lock and key now, apparently.
Yeah, you guys, of course there are no issues. You guys drive out just fine.
I'm watching the rear view mirror.
All right, and now it's convenient to scene, so Miriam will call.
Okay. As you guys, as Lorenzo gets on the, road and starts driving, your phone goes off, Myrcella.
I look at it. Hello?
Myrcella, this is Miriam.
Ah, Miriam, how are you?
Yeah, have you heard from Jade?
No. I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't tried to contact her though either.
Then we should meet. She hasn't been answering her phone.
Kind of odd. But, okay. Where are you thinking?
What part of town are you in?
You guys are just getting into town since Julian's house is on the outskirts as well.
Oh, we're actually just getting into town, so right on the outskirts. Well, just getting in.
I think I know a decent Chinese restaurant.
Okay. She looks at Lorenzo. Hungry?
Sure, I can actually use it by deed.
Okay, which one?
Blah Chinese restaurant somewhere near where you are.
There you go. That works.
Yeah, it's
That's how
hey.
you
If you
roll
want to
it,
know the
just
good,
put it
if you want to know the good, you want to know the good Chinese restaurants in town, you always ask the Jews. That's probably where Miriam spent Christmas. So.
Okay.
All right.
You guys get to blah Chinese restaurant.
Right.
It doesn't really matter. I'll figure out some names for various locations.
I love it.
It's probably Happy Dragon.
Yeah,
Happy Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, something
Happy
like that.
Dragons, Happy Chinese. What?
There you go. Yeah, that works. Lorenzo pulls up. What the hell, Chinese?
All right.
He's still kind of looking at you because he knows you got a phone call, and then suddenly you're saying, "Hey, you hungry?" So
yeah, Miriam will arrive about 5 minutes later because she was choosing a restaurant near where you were, not near where she was.
Right.
And she pulls up in her station wagon loaded up with computer parts.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say Lorenzo and Myrcella are already in there. I'm assuming Myrcella said table for 3, and Lorenzo's still looking at you curiously. Right. But he doesn't question it. He just goes. By the way, the picture, if you haven't figured out, that's Lorenzo.
Yep.
Took me a while to find a good picture that kind of fits in.
That's fine. I couldn't find Jack for Miriam for a while. I had to get someone who thankfully made this in Elwad found a picture. So.
Nice.
Well, I do know that if anybody does need an overlay, you can always talk to Josh. Josh is really good with that shit. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Sarah is also really good with it. Sarah and Elwad, and she was the nicest ST we had, and she just offered. So yay.
Nice.
I could find a drawing that vaguely suited Miriam, but it's hard finding dark-haired Caucasian women wearing hoodies who aren't smiling.
Right.
That was my entire condition there. Dark-haired Caucasian women wearing hoodies that weren't smiling.
And you put that into Google, and it gives you like all kinds of.
It gives me a whole bunch of black girls who aren't smiling and a whole bunch of Caucasian women who are smiling.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Google's not very. You can't. I mean, there's a way to specify, but it's just.
Google and Shutterstock.
Wow. And what's and then you get the esoteric ones that really are not appropriate.
Yeah. I was searching 16-year-old kid. Like I said, I felt like I was waiting for the NSA to show up at my door. But I was searching for a picture of a 16-year-old.
You should have used Tor for that then.
But yeah.
Anyway, okay. So Miriam arrives. She doesn't look like frazzled. She just looks slightly more pissed off than she did last time.
Oh boy.
And she finds the seat. She manages to smile and says, "Hi, Myrcella. How are you doing?"
I'm all right. How are you, Miriam?
Lorenzo's looking in between you two.
Oh, I just had to deal with some things in my life that I thought I'd left behind.
Huh.
Yeah.
He's patiently waiting.
And Miriam's going to look at Lorenzo and is going to bring up Prime Site. And the one success is all I need. Okay.
Pure human. There's
human.
no trace of anything. Yeah.
Sweet.
He hasn't been touched yet.
Miriam's going to look. Yeah, you're going to notice she runs a thumb along her necklace, and then she looks back at Myrcella and says, how much does he know?
He is sitting right here next, in the same booth you guys are.
That's fine. I can send him away if I feel like it.
No. That's what actually he says. He goes, he is sitting in the same, in the same vicinity as you guys, so he can respond.
Right.
Okay.
It's just kind of rude to talk about somebody.
I don't mean to be rude, but we've got some very specific business, and I'm not sure how much I can say.
You see, everybody make a perception alertness roll, because you have to determine where the humans are in the room. Because obviously you guys do not want to blab about certain things where people can hear.
Oh, hey, does detail-oriented count?
Yeah, because that would be a detail that you definitely want to have. Oh, nice. Look at that. I'm actually going to do Lorenzo's.
Yeah,
Oh, hey!
if there's one thing
1,
Miriam is
2,
that she's a
3,
bit
4,
short-sighted. But
5.
Just want, man. I'm telling you, man. They're out to get me. But it's still enough. He's got 3 successes. So
5.
you guys all
Hey,
obviously...
he's a perceptive human, a little human.
yeah,
There's a lot to him, believe me.
Hmm?
Okay.
He's special.
The good news is there's no humans within range of you that can hear as long as you keep your voice down. That much you know. You know, there's a lot of talking. It's a Chinese restaurant, so I mean, if you guys have ever been to a Chinese restaurant, you know how loud it can be. Because you hear the, cooks in the background, ting, 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 and then all the
Right.
chatter, and then just people generally chattering. So as long as you keep your voice down and not, yelling out, "Hey, I'm a kindred," you're good.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
that's fine. That's fine.
I
That's what
didn't
I was
think-
figuring because she's keeping her voice down, and worst case scenario, she can actually make a big circle of people don't want to be around us.
Yeah.
Mine too is awesome that way.
And Myrcella just kind of like says quietly, "Well, he knows enough about me
All right.
and the rest of us."
Okay. If he's good, then he's good. And with that, Miriam is going to mention. Miriam is going to quickly ritual cast, make a circle of.
Go away.
Yeah, it's just a circle of. I want to turn around now. It's. She can only really manipulate emotions, so it's probably going to be something pretty blunt, like fear.
That works, sure.
And she's going to
Which will
ritual.
make ordering very hard because then your server won't want to come near you. But
No, I walk through. I'll walk through the bubble and go over there. And,
this is what we want. God damn it!
yeah, I'll
I
go.
don't know
over,
why you
I'll go
don't
over
keep coming
there.
over.
I'll go over there and order food and come back with food.
There you go.
Okay, I figure it works.
Just need to make it easier so that way you don't have the server come annoy you 15 times for drinks or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, it works. It works. I'm gonna ritual cast this, so he's gonna see Miriam brings out a laptop and she puts her hand on the screen. She's trying not to show you what it is.
Oh, well, laptops are his interest.
Okay,
Oh
so
no.
make me a quick Dex alertness
Sure.
to quickly move your head, jerk your head to where you can see it.
Look at this.
Okay, it's making some kind of crazy geometric circle with Hebrew writing on it that her hand's
He
on.
doesn't know Hebrew, so. There are a few languages I give him. Hebrew wasn't one of them.
She's got to ritual cast this last. Fuck. Okay, so she gets a nosebleed and then she tries to keep going.
That's not good. You should probably get that checked.
It happens sometimes. Fuck. I'll say I spent a
She's just gonna have a
willpower.
nosebleed.
I'll say I spent a willpower on that, so that's just a fail.
That
So it
works.
keeps going. I don't want to get stuck here. So my diffs go up. So
Here for
quintessence
15
there. Quintessence there. That'll do it. So
Okay,
especially
managed to
since at
get
that point I'd start getting wound penalties.
Yeah. You managed to put up the "get the fuck away from us" ward.
Yeah, it's a nice little. I put a circle with excluding us because I've got correspondence too, and I could define that.
Okay.
And it excludes this table, and it's just this circle of. I'm a little bit scared now.
That works. Okay. Yeah, some people will avoid you. Some will just try and pass by you to get around to get out the door, and they'll kind of walk and then walk away and then take the long route.
Yeah, people are just not getting within about 5 feet of this table.
Okay, that works. That's fine.
Yep.
And all right, and she says, "Okay, we'll be left alone here."
Oh, Lorenzo looks confused, but he doesn't think.
Serious business, apparently.
Well, I want to be able to talk freely, and I don't want to whisper while the waiter's around. So,
Gotcha. Fair enough.
there's a power plant being run by bad mages. We call them the technocracy, and they want everything that isn't pure strain human to no longer exist.
Well, that's not very nice.
No, it's not. And they're not doing very nice things. Jade and I had discussed what the kindred community could do to assist, mostly in handling the aftermath.
Lorenzo looks, okay, pardon me for chiming in. I know about Kindred. What are you?
I'm a mage.
He looks confused. Okay.
No, I haven't gone to Hogwarts.
He just smiles. I never actually thought that at all.
Luckily, I had to go to
Kid
something
mage, not
close.
wizard, so I would have assumed
Yeah.
more Gandalf rather than Harry.
I actually had to go to some. I actually had to go to something a bit closer to seminary, but
Oof, that sounds like fun.
yeah. But thankfully, I'm Jewish, so it got to be a fun seminary.
Okay.
And she turns back to Myrcella after a bit of joking around with her very nature and says, but yes, we're going to be a group of us mages and some shifters at some point are going to take the place down.
All right.
The problem is that might cause power disruptions, and we want to minimize that as much as possible.
I personally not sure what could be done to handle that, and I'm not really the one to make that call, but I can try.
You're the only other.
I
Yeah,
have
go
to
on.
talk to the individual running things at the moment. Anyway,
Yeah, you're the only other kindred I know. I just am trying to keep these talks open.
right.
Wait. You know about Kindred, but you don't know about Lucinda? He looks at you. I'm confused.
I was dealing mostly through Jade.
Yeah.
Interesting. You haven't heard the news then?
No, I haven't.
The Jade everybody's been talking to and working deals out with, rumors are she's not the real Jade. Actually, the entire Camarilla in the city is looking for that.
And Miriam facepalms hard.
Apparently, they found out she's, I don't know how much you know about Kindred, but she's what they classify as a La Sombra.
And
I don't know much about Kindred. I know what you are. I know some of your weaknesses. I know vaguely that there's a Camarilla and a Sabat. I know you're not Kindred. You don't have any magic going through your veins.
Still got a pulse. He smiles.
Myrcella actually smiles too, like
Miriam actually jokingly puts 2 fingers to her neck and goes, "Still got one too."
I just was raised around the Giovanni family, so was put in the know of things.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know
Jade
Vittorio?
yes.
Yes, I've met him briefly, and yeah,
He
I met
works.
him.
He works with my branch of Mage Society.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, apparently the Jade everybody has been talking to and making deals with apparently was not the real Jade. Currently, there's a lot of commotion going on within the Camarilla, as you would know them as, to find the actual Jade.
Okay.
The one who was claiming to be Jade apparently is a La Sombra plant. Basically, the one claiming to be Jade was a Sabat member.
Okay, that makes
Bad.
that makes some kind of sense, but at least it's something.
Yeah, that one's
we'll need to-
being hunted to.
This is going down sometime this week,
Ooh.
so it's going to.
Oh. Quickly.
So you and your Camarilla are the biggest influence brokers in the city, at the very least.
No.
She's not Camarilla.
I'm not.
Lorenzo.
Oh, so I am talking to the wrong people again.
Yeah.
No,
looks
I
at
have to go
temples a bit.
talk. No, that's fine. I still have to go talk to the Camarilla people anyway.
Lorenzo extends his hand. By the way, we haven't actually been formally introduced.
Yes.
My name's Lorenzo.
Miriam Cohen, she offers a hand.
He shakes it kindly.
Do you
so
have?
we
Do you have?
broke it down a little further. Myrcella's my mother. Just to get that out of the way.
Okay, you have Giovanni blood in you?
Sort
Yes.
of.
No, I'm asking out of character.
Yes, he is a Giovanni member. He is a wonderful Giovanni member.
You still might, because of the taint in the bloodline, you still might feel slightly uncomfortable with Miriam's true faith.
If he does, he's not really paying attention to it. He probably just...
Okay.
This is just a weird conversation to begin with, so, you know. He's
At
just
that
talking
point,
kindred stuff,
yeah.
not mage stuff.
I'm gonna go get a drink,
Okay.
and she's gonna do the thing
Something
again.
wrong?
So she's just gonna get up. She's gonna get a fast food cup. She's going to hold it upside down until she gets to the table, flip it right side up, and hey, look, it fills with water.
Now that's cool.
That's not something I can turn off, so I drink a lot of water. Sip.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, yeah. Man, we need to go... Why are you taking me to go meet? I don't want to meet Lucinda.
You don't.
I've heard weird stories. I read about her. You don't want to meet her. She's a bitch.
You're right, I don't. But I don't have much of a choice.
I wouldn't.
You don't have to.
Hey, if you need to, bring me. I need to get this news out.
I'm not sure how well she'll work with mages. She's hardcore Camarilla. They tend to...
I'm bearing news. I'm not bearing any assault. I'm just bearing news and asking politely.
I understand that, but obviously, I'll give you a little breakdown on how the Camarilla works. If you're not Camarilla, they don't give a fuck about you. If you are Camarilla, they still don't give a fuck about you, but at least you have a little more say than everybody else. Camarilla has always been concerned with Camarilla matters. As long as it increases the Camarilla status and power, they could care less. It's basically what's in it for them.
I'm giving them news about a possible major disruption in the electricity in this town in a short time frame.
Oh, see, that might get their attention.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean they're going to trust you, and to be honest, I wouldn't trust them.
I'm not planning on trusting them. I know.
Good, smart one.
Okay.
They're
I
not to be
know
trusted.
at least a little bit of how Kindred have operated historically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying how they operate now, but at least how they've historically interacted with my tradition.
I don't think they've changed much. They're kind of old school about
yeah.
Yeah.
Miriam's going to note a couple of times in the Celestial Chorus has tried to work with Kindred. There was one time in Prague where they worked with the Nosferatu to try to smuggle some people out of a city, and the Nosferatu just embraced them all.
Oh.
Usually the Nosferatu weren't that fucked up, but yeah, some are. Guess it all better work.
These are, again, a couple of times in the medieval era, so this is pre-Camarilla.
Oh yeah, so yeah. Then,
there was a couple of times when... there's of course also the Tremere. She knows about the Tremere. And she'll mention there's also the Tremere, and she just leaves it at that.
Yeah, even Lorenzo rolls his eyes at that one, so he obviously agrees with you on that aspect.
And yeah, so we know a little bit of how the Kindred operate, I should say. We don't. I know not. No offense, not to trust a Kindred further than I can repel them.
Oren just kind of smiles. No, that's true. I mean, there are some you can't see. That's the problem. A lot of the Kindred get the bad rep because of their ancestors and stuff. Some of the younger ones, or what they would classify as like the neonates, or maybe even some of the younger vampires, period, they'll tend to have an easier time associating with others because they've been raised in a more open environment than the closed-minded ignorance of the old-ass bastards that are still in power.
That makes a lot of sense. That's actually very similar to how that's very similar to how mages work. Actually, Miriam will say, smirking at him.
I mean, let's break it down like this. I mean, that's pretty much how it is, and I don't care if the Kindred don't like the fact that I used it that way, but that's the way it is. You're gonna find more of the older ones are assholes.
Yeah.
Just because they're so fucking old, they forget how to be, people again.
Well, Miriam's gonna smirk at that. She's gonna look at you and say, the Tremere used to be mages called the Order of Hermes. And they're the ones who give all of us mages a bad name.
Yeah, well, Tremere are assholes no matter what. I don't
Yeah.
think I've met any that are.
Imagine a whole bunch of those assholes with actual phenomenal cosmic power.
Oof. He just kind of shudders. That's just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
God damn hermetics.
No. Yeah, well,
Anyhow, no, I'm mostly worried for the humans in the city because we're going to be knocking out 500 megawatts of power.
Oof. Yeah, that would be it.
yeah.
We're going to try to minimize it as much as we can. There's the actual coal fire plant that they're claiming is the only power plant there is not running at capacity. So if we can avoid blowing that up, we can take out all of the shady shit they're doing and not actually...
Well, ironically, from what I heard, now mind you, this is only hearsay and I can't confirm whether it's true or not, but I've heard some of Julian's men talking, and they're claiming that the Kindred are currently working on a secondary power plant to kind of...
Oh, phew.
out with that.
Miriam looks like completely relieved at that point. She's like,
I mean,
excellent.
admittingly, this may all be secondhand and may just be bullshit rumors, but I figure, I mean,
No, that's
telling.
perfectly all right. If those bullshit rumors are going around, I don't need to worry anymore. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is that if they do know about that, and they are working on that, that will help. But if you're talking about it being done this week, I don't think they'll have it built by then.
No, but
That's
it means that
catch-22.
it means that it'll be in the works, and that's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
And again, hopefully, we're going to leave the coal plant intact and just take out the shady shit.
That would always be good.
I'm working with some of the shifters on this, and they're not exactly subtle, but
not that I've ever noticed.
actually,
Fuck with that.
given some of what Charles was saying out of character, Miriam's going to look at what's his name? Sorry, Lorenzo. She's going to look at him a bit more closely with Prime Sight, see if he has potential.
Well, he is human. He does have some Giovanni blood, so you would see a little bit of that. But it would be enough that it's a possibility he could become awakened. And as Holly said, in side chat, it was actually made mention last night. Since he's human, he doesn't suffer the effects of being a kindred.
Yeah. She's not going to say anything. You just do notice she's running her thumb along that necklace again.
Okay.
Lorenzo looks he knows some people have weird habits. Maybe that's just one of her habits, so he doesn't think
tick.
Yeah. So, Mom, do we really have to go meet head bitch or something? Please say no. I'll drive you there, but I can't promise about walking in there. I don't trust
I have to. You don't necessarily have to, but I do.
And do you really want them knowing about me?
She shakes her head.
Yeah, I think so.
I can discuss things with you while that's happening.
Hey, that works. I mean, I'd rather not go see her because everything I've heard is not nice, and Julian has not stopped cussing her out for quite a while now.
No, that's...
He looks at me. Oh, by the way, Julian is... He's another family
No wonder
member,
you sent me.
but he's more full-fledged family, more towards mom's side. He's kind of pointing at his mother. However, he runs...
This look on her face like, oh, you dick, this is why you sent me.
He runs the Giovanni in the city, so he's like the head Giovanni dude.
Okay. Well, like
He's
I
a bit
said,
cooler to talk to.
the most I've worked with the family before this was I've worked with Vittorio.
Well, then you'd probably get along with Julian, because Julian's thought process is a bit different than what most of the family thinks. So
Okay.
you might actually like him.
Maybe.
Kind of scary. I think Vittorio and Julian getting together.
Most kindred will be a little bit creeped out by me.
Eh,
Yeah, just a little.
it happens. Everybody's
Yeah,
freaked out by
it's.
something.
I'm. Miriam looks at her and then looks back at him and then says, "I have been blessed by the one in the prime, the one true God."
Lorenzo just looks. He doesn't say anything, but you can see the look of skepticism. But he doesn't say nothing.
And
He's respectful.
my faith in him
Etiquette for the win, man.
my faith in him can repel kindred.
Cool. Comes in handy, especially in this city.
Probably.
Oh, I'm sure it's probably worked more than you think.
Probably. But yeah, most kindred will be a little creeped out.
You know.
Yeah, just.
Hey Blake, you want to happen to come through a door of a Chinese restaurant?
In the biker gang, there are a few ghouls. They do get hungry. I mean, I could easily use that as an excuse for them to show up.
Right. We can. Blake will stop because his goal is
Yes,
wanting
but your
something to
goals
eat.
should be hungry too, so you could
Yeah.
always go on the way to it. That way I don't have to bring an entire biker gang to try to
Oh, that was weird. It's like I got kicked out of the scene for a second, and I heard everything that was going on all at once.
Oh, it does.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. Weird lately.
It's alright.
But I'm gonna let you guys converse for a second. I have to make a bathroom run, so I'll let you
All
guys
right.
talk. Don't worry about saying anything. I'll find out later.
Yeah. So Blake, welcome to the Chinese restaurant. Myrcella, Miriam, and Lorenzo are sitting at a table, and there's a nice little circle of like 6 feet where nobody is sitting.
Yeah, I need perception alertness checks from Lorenzo, Myrcella, and Miriam. Because this dude's going to be obvious.
One.
You notice, okay. You notice the blonde people start. Each of you start notice this guy come in with his friend. People are actually looking a little bit creeped out by this guy. Maybe it's the biker outfit. Maybe it's maybe it's something else. For Miriam, all right, Myrcella. You notice his breathing. Breathing's very practiced. Like it's not on. Like it's not normal. It's like you can tell this is like a vampiric blush of health with 3 successes. And with perception alertness, he looks. His eyes are that much perception alertness. I'm going to give it to you, Holly. His eyes are darting all all over the place as he's walking into a booth.
Are you walking into a
Totally
booth?
watching
Are
everything.
you walking into a booth within that circle?
No.
Okay.
Because he will sense the bubble.
Not without perception awareness.
Your magic is
It's a magical bubble.
Yep, perk awareness.
Perk awareness.
Oh, hold on. I need to switch. There we go.
You need either Auspex 2 or perk awareness.
Trying
awareness.
to pull up the sheet.
Because I think Auspex 2 can technically spot active magical effects as well.
Yes, it can. It'll
Yeah.
show it in the aura.
Yeah, to show in the aura.
Yeah.
Those sparkles.
Perception, alertness.
Awareness.
Awareness.
Oh, yeah. Alertness.
No, this would be awareness because it's a magical effect.
Yep, awareness.
Oh.
Yeah, awareness.
Magical.
So you're
Taking a
not
willpower.
okay.
4 successes.
Okay, yeah. There's a bubble that is trying to make people who enter it afraid.
Do I sense the true faith in the magic?
The true faith isn't believed in the magic, but there's true faith in the girl there. True
Yeah,
faith in the
there's,
girl there.
he's sitting one booth away from y'all, but he's
Well,
like,
one booth away would be in the bubble.
Yeah, you have to be about 5 feet away. So.
Yeah.
hey, he's going to be like still 5 feet away from the bubble.
Okay.
And you, he's going to basically let his cool go eat or have, talk to the waiter because
You might notice that some waiter tries to go through the bubble and then just immediately turns right around.
there it is. There it goes. Yeah, he looks basically what with if anybody wants to do a perception of empathy on him, go ahead.
Well, considering I definitely noticed you,
Yeah,
and I pay attention. Yeah.
that attention to detail.
Yep, detail oriented.
10s explode for Myrcella.
No, they don't, because I don't have any.
No.
She hasn't.
Yeah,
Or he's noticed.
Myrcella, he's scared.
Scared.
It's more like a fight scared or worried about something. You just can't tell what it is.
And he ran so far away.
But you know this person is kindred.
Yep.
And it looks.
You guys
like
probably noticed her eyes following this dude sitting down. She's
Quick
going to
perk.
be
I'm going to do a
slightly.
quick perk alert to follow your eyes.
She's going to be slightly paranoid about other kindred, considering her kid's right there.
He's not looking at y'all directly. He takes note that there is being
Right.
watched, but he's not
Yeah.
worried about y'all.
Uh,
Ari, you notice
Yes?
he's his eyes keep to the he like made sure he's in a corner and where he's looking at everything and he's like it's windows, doors, people.
Someone you know?
No.
Myrcella, you could guess that he's feeding his ghoul. He's coming into town and feeding his ghoul because he just went and sat down. He's not. And one person just came back, given order to
Because
the waiter.
the last time I cast it, I got another success. I could move the duration. Blake's kindred, yeah, because I have prime sight and I've seen enough kindred to know what they look like under prime sight.
Yeah.
Yes, and because he's Teovalic, you see the blood. He's stained with blood magic.
Yeah, that's going to get Miriam's attention. She's going to blink twice at him. And then not approach him because he might be Tremere.
And I probably need kindred lores from the two knowable people. Because he's she knows this, but y'all are thinking this is a gangrel.
No, if he's got blood magic, she's not going to approach because he might be Tremere.
You know that, but they don't because his outward appearance looks straight gangrel or brutish.
All right, Miriam's going to move. She's going to noticeably quiet her voice a bit and say, "He might be Tremere."
Ugh. You just hear Lorenzo. Ugh.
She's like, huh, really? He doesn't look like one.
He's got blood magic in his soul.
Tremere.
Y'all can go up to him and ask him what the heck.
Hey, wait, are you using? Do you have Auspex 1?
No.
Damn
Bill said no. I need a
No, I
teacher.
just said you just need someone to explain how you got it. It may be an inclined discipline, but you can't just automatically learn a discipline because it's in plan. You have to at least be taught the basics. That's the catch. I don't just give it out. It makes more sense if somebody at least teaches you basics. We can say during your off times you were being taught the basics, so I'd give you all specs one.
Before the Tremere kicked you out of the Chantry?
Yeah.
I went with other things that would explain why he just GTFO'd from the Chantry.
Okay.
And she says, well, one thing's for certain, he's scared of something.
Yeah, he's walking around all paranoid. I would say that too.
Miriam flips a coin.
Oh,
Odds
Oh, I can go
she
talk
goes
to
up. Odds she goes over. Even she doesn't.
Myrcella, are you
He
on a
doesn't.
path?
Huh?
Are you? Is she Myrcella on a path? Is she on Path of Bones?
Oh, yeah, that's her necromancy, yep.
With your perception alertness, you know this dude's not on humanity at all.
Oh.
He it looks like he left humanity like 20 miles outside Minnesota.
But you're on Feral Heart, yeah?
Yeah.
Feral Heart specifically doesn't feel as dark as.
Yeah, he has that predatory bearing though.
Yeah.
Basically, Myrcella would see that this looks like a spooked predator.
She'd think, like you said, she'd think Gangrel, not Tremere.
Yeah.
Predator instinct.
Miriam's thinking Tremere because blood magic.
Yeah, but they didn't see that part. I mean,
They
you
didn't
said.
see it. Without what you said,
it.
you thought Gangrel, you said what you said.
I can show you what I see if you want.
No, that's good. We'll take your word on it. Lorenzo.
I have to make sure I don't, but I probably do.
He's going to pull, just to try and settle his nerves. He's going to pull out pull out a book from his saddlebag.
Perk alert! Perk alert! Perk alert! Perk alert!
Everyone.
Willpower on that one, actually, so 2. Because IR Mage, I have a ton of willpower.
Yes. Alright. You've noticed this is an occult book.
Okay.
He's now he's just reading the book, and he's tapping tapping his leg.
All right.
Detail
at that point, overrides all the frickin' coin rolls and the coin tosses in the world. Miriam says, "Watch my back. I'm going to approach him."
Lorenzo smiles, turns, watches.
Yeah, Myrcella sits, and she's kind of got her just casting a sideways glance, watching Miriam's back.
Do a perk alert on your son. And notice.
Oh, good God, are you serious?
He has that?
That just happened.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah, you don't see shit. Okay.
Okay. Miriam is going to drop the circle of nobody approaches this. And and sit down across from Blake.
She's gonna look over and be like, "So what do you think she's gonna do?"
I don't know.
Yes, ma'am. May I help you?
Hi there.
I need to roll manipulation subterfuge now.
I'm trying to listen in on the conversation.
Because he's now he just went straight call for a second, and that's 4 dice. Yeah, if you can beat 3 successes.
Yeah, I'm not bothering to roll.
Yeah.
Miriam's just gonna smirk and say, "Hi there." My name's Miriam Cohen. By the way, you feel all kinds of creeped out next to her because she has true faith.
Yeah.
My name's Miriam Cohen. I'm going to come out right and say it. Are you a Tremere?
Why do you ask?
Well, you've got blood magic in your soul. You're a kindred. Though someone who I trust is saying that you look more gangrel, and you look like
That's
you're running
what.
from something. And also you're reading that in public. She says, pointing to the occult book. So I ask again: Are you a Tremere?
Yes, but I'm more not mainline. What's your point?
I'm going to have to roll my mage lore to know if there are any other Tremere besides the bad ones. I got 2 dots of mage lore plus 4 dots of intelligence, and holy shit, I happen to know about the Teavalics.
There you go.
You know definitely with that many successes. The way he just is talking.
All right.
He's Tivon.
That would also explain his
Well,
paranoia.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
come and join us.
All right.
All right.
Can my friend join as well? He's
Sure, go ahead.
Kind of protective.
Go ahead.
All right. He will gesture to his ghoul to come with.
And Miriam will sit down and she'll try to bring up the ward again because she had to drop it to get through it. That'll do it.
Oh, no nosebleed this time.
No nosebleed.
Yay!
I only need 2 dots for effect and 1 dot for duration. So,
Yep.
there you go. So, this son of a bitch, Miriam says, pointing to Blake as she sits down, is a Teavalic Tremere. And I wasn't aware that there were any. I wasn't aware there were any left.
I think I might need to roll something on that.
Kindred lore.
Kindred lore. And
It's
you're
going to be a higher
independent,
difficulty
so
because you would definitely have to really roll.
Yeah.
yeah.
Out of character, because this would be your go, Will. Are you going with the Teavalics were Verbena who did the Tremere thing, or are you going with they were Hermetics they were Tremere who embraced
What's the diff?
pagans?
I'm going with the Verbena
Okay.
because that's the way I set him up.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, so you have no idea.
No, duh, what's that? Not a clue.
Remember when I said that the Tremere were Order of Hermes?
Yeah.
Some of them, back in the old days, weren't. Some of them were Verbena, who did the same become a vampire ritual. And they are a completely different school of thought. And I wasn't aware there were any left.
That's because the Tremere hunted them down and destroyed most of them.
Yeah.
That's usually how they operate.
It's a ball of knowledge.
And freaking,
as soon as Tremere himself diabolized so low, is when the shitstorm happened.
Yeah, the Teavalics broke away before the diaboly of Solo.
Ironically, he's more Tremere than the actual Tremere. As odd as that is.
I had to get the freak out of Dodge because freaking noob to my coterie just decided to, oh look, out himself, and he was hated by the clan.
Wow.
Right in front of a main line. And compromised my cover.
Well,
ouch.
So you need somewhere to hide?
Yes.
Sounds like it.
I'll hide you.
Thank you. Oh God, I wanted to just strangle him into unmatched final death so much when he did that.
Don't worry, I can hide you.
I don't blame you. I would too.
And the irony. Oh, the irony. He's Clan Asimite.
Out of character. An Asimite who can't keep secrets.
He's
Yeah, it's not
out
very good
here with
What
Asimite.
did you get yourself into?
he has the same thing as one of my other coterie mates, Ed, that allows him to just go unseen. He dropped it right in front of a main line.
Oh.
I wanted to break my
You guys
claws.
nowadays, Jesus.
I wanted to break my claws across the neck so much. He's saying this whispering.
You don't need to whisper. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming near this table.
Yeah, true. Thank you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's here. Stick your hand out.
She's gifted.
Miriam's just gonna look at him. Stick your hand out.
She won't bite.
He puts his hand out.
Yeah, when you stick your hand away from the table, you hit the edge of the bubble, and all of a sudden your hand feels afraid.
Ah!
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody's coming anywhere near this table.
Okay. But yeah, I was undercover in the chantry because we had suspicions that it may have been compromised. Yeah, our suspicions may have been founded that because me and my coterie investigated house right next door to it. There was an infernalist altar right there in the basement, right next door.
Well, that's no good.
The
Oh.
regent in there did not know at all that it was there.
What?
Maybe because the region's in on it.
Well, that's. Yeah.
Maybe he does know and just hasn't said anything.
Probably.
Maybe they were keeping an eye on it. I mean, the problem is there's 100 reasons why it hasn't been caught on. It's not exactly like you want to
Right.
broadcast that to the world.
Yeah.
That brings in a whole different ballgame from what I've read and studied. It's not something that gets brought up and then it's just kind of accepted.
Well, yeah. Well, right. Well, I had to bring it up because one of my old coterie mates actually oblarized said infernalist without knowing it was an infernalist, and it was right next door. And
Like I said, there could be a lot of reasons for that. I mean, they purposely could have known and were keeping an eye on it to see exactly what happened. Maybe he wasn't very good at it. I mean,
right.
maybe they were waiting for him to blow himself up. Who knows?
Right. But yeah, my cover got blown because of a freaking noob Asimite freaking blowing his cover. I thought those dudes freaking didn't
You're
allow
supposed to
themselves
be
to be.
stealthy.
Yeah, I thought they weren't supposed to let themselves be known until too late.
I guess he wasn't trained very well. I don't know.
Oh,
Just
I
shaking his
basically
head, eating his Chinese.
yeah, I basically just had to have Lucinda have her minions take me over to the gantry and have my friend grab any books that he could and my stuff, and we ran.
That's
All right. Well, I've got a. Miriam will look at the other two and then decide to say it because there's a Tremere there. A chantry that my cabal has formed that's hidden from sight from people trying to look at it from far away?
That would be very helpful right now, thank you.
Yes, I can hide you. Don't worry.
I'll contribute my books to y'all's library if y'all like.
That'd help.
That I grabbed from their library.
And with that statement alone, you better hope they hide you, because your little clan found out, you would definitely be a dead man.
Mm.
Right?
Dead man walking, dead man walking. Lorenzo. Oh boy, that takes on so many different meanings for you.
He just smiles for once, and
Myrcella red with
it's a relaxed smile, and Lorenzo just notices the permanent fangs show.
He just shakes his head. Yeah, that probably won't help either. He's pointing to your things.
I passed it off as it's a style choice.
Yeah, I can see that. Nowadays, a lot of people like that whole gothic, and with the whole Twilight movies coming out, I can see where people.
Please tell me. Please tell me. Has anybody found out that she's the creator of that series was one of ours, and why has Amaranth been called on her?
Lorenzo just stays quiet. Perception and empathy for anybody who wants to.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
I definitely do. Oh, hey, look.
Holy shit. Okay.
Hey, yeah.
Did I mention that Miriam has like no perception?
That's still enough.
I have 4 perception.
I'll wait till Charles will so much through.
He's on Path of Feral Heart. He might not care.
Actually, I have a little bit of empathy, so you can actually read his prey.
Can you imagine that?
Okay, well, Charles, his look makes you believe he knows something. Miriam and Myrcella, oh yeah, as soon as that gets brought up, he gets that knowing look in his eyes, and almost as if he wants to say something, but he's not going to. Myrcella, you know more than anyone because he's your son. You know his various tics. Oh yeah, he obviously has been doing a lot of research, more than you were even aware of.
Got
he just
it.
goes to eating his food, just kind
Got
of just looks down at his plate and just starts eating.
Ask him about that when you leave.
Right.
You know what's ironic? I've learned one thing. There are a lot of famous people that actually have ties that most people don't know of. It's kind of weird.
No.
I didn't think that many people were in the know, so to speak. Figured you want to keep that kind of thing under wraps.
Well, if you want famous people who are supernaturals, I can tell you that Thomas Edison, Nikola Tesla, and Alan Turing were mages.
That makes sense. Nuts. Makes complete sense with their styles. But it's like, if you think about it, like, we can sit and actually have a more open discussion, because you know what you can do? There's a whole section in the bookstore, under the fantasy section. It's called role-playing books. I can pick up a Vampire the Masquerade role-playing book.
No, it's Revenant the Pretentious. Remember, in the In-World of Darkness, it's the Black Dog books.
Oh, sorry, Black Dog books. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it'd be Revenant the Pretentious instead of Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah, whatever. I can pick up any of the Black Dog books and easily, use plausible deniability. Hey, I'm playing the game, dude.
Right. Yeah, true. Actually.
So, ironically, no matter what's said, you can easily, hey, look, I got a Black Dog book. I'm a gamer. Are you kidding? I'm not going to say, I like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
How many famous people admit to playing D&D?
Well, I suppose Will Wheaton and Vin Diesel. Can't be wrong there.
Two huge
Right.
examples right there. Very famous people that play role-playing games. I mean, you guys could easily get away with it. That's why I find it so funny. You guys are so worried about this, whole keep it hidden when really there are books out there that basically expose you to the world and nobody knows.
Right. The thing is with her series, I don't agree with the whole thing that we sparkle in sunlight.
Oh, I know for a fact you guys don't, but that's beside the point.
But yeah. So far from what I gathered,
Myrcella, that would raise questions. How does he know that?
Right?
Because the way he
That's
said
not-
it means
yeah.
more like he's actually experienced seeing what happens when the vampire
Right?
gets
So,
back.
yeah, she's kind of like glanced at him like, the fuck?
Charles,
I told you I
we're getting a
hang
lot
around
of
the family too
background
long.
noise from you.
Yeah.
sorry.
You've apparently way more than you need to.
One success.
And the way he hinted at it, he just confirmed that he's been hanging around the family too long, which you're not sure of because his line, so far that you can tell, he's either mortal or is one of those vampires who can eat food. But the way he's scarfing it down leads you to believe.
Normal 16-year-old human kid that's
Yeah.
raised by the family.
Mm-hmm.
That's you could probably pick up on that if you know enough about Giovanni, because
Alright.
you do know they have mortal ties. And they
Yeah.
do have a whole bunch of mortal bloodlines. Jesus Christ,
Right.
15, 16 of them, Jesus.
Right.
And yet they're still inbred, so...
I know, that's what's creepy.
Right.
16 families and they're inbred, go figure.
I mean,
So for,
if you mathematically do it right, you can get rid of all the inbreeding with about 16 families.
right.
But you have to do it right.
Yeah.
Right. He goes so far from what I've read, and for most of them, it's not stuff that I could be killed over anyway. It's just basic lore and theory shit that ghouls can even learn.
Well, it would be enough to actually help my cabal out quite a bit, because one of the disconnects between what mages do and what the Tremere do is how you evolve the blood and how you get around the death of your avatar. If we knew that,
We can help. We could probably help reconnect too.
well, we could also defend against at the very least.
Right. It's yeah. It's some. As far as I got with most of the books on my way here, and
That's
it could work.
adding it to the library, we could develop some pretty nasty things.
Yeah, especially due to the fact that I'm now maybe getting hunted, but I'm
Alright.
probably going to be getting hunted.
Miriam's going to nod and she's going to say, I'm going to ask you some very direct questions in a moment, and I'm going to make sure that you aren't lying to me, alright?
Okay.
And Miriam's going to ritual cast Mind too to attempt to detect lies. That's nothing,
No.
so keep going. This is diff 5. It's nothing too crazy because I'm ritual casting.
What about Molly?
Okay, so Miriam's putting 3 successes into effect for
Yeah.
detect lies.
Yeah, to answer Holly's question, skulls munching, like Lorenzo.
Alright.
Yeah.
And everyone, Miriam does the same thing. She makes the magic circle on the laptop and she puts her hand on it and concentrates and prays.
Okay.
And everyone can do perk awareness if they feel like it to see what you did.
Well, I'm
Okay.
keeping an eye on him and you guys.
Sure, I'll go ahead and roll Lorenzo's blind on it. He's not really paying attention. He's got his his phone in his hand and texting like crazy.
Holly,
Yes.
Miriam is reading people's minds.
And he doesn't know shit. So
Hey,
Hi.
Yeah.
hey, Bill.
Uh,
I think out of character, you have your mage PC.
no,
Charles,
this one isn't.
Miriam did a thing.
Okay.
That's what you can
Alright.
tell with one success.
Yeah.
She did
You
something.
also told him what you were doing, and he was he's
Yeah,
not
but
resisting.
it's just something very specific.
Right.
Are you really running from the Tremere?
Yes, and you ping off. He's telling the truth.
Okay.
Main line.
Do you
but
know that they have any way of tracking?
No. And
And truth or lie?
he said it's saying truth.
All right.
He has no way of
If I
knowing.
take you to my chantry, do you have any plans of betraying us?
I have no reason to betray you.
Lie or truth?
Truth.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay, at least for now, he's telling me the
Doesn't have
truth.
a
Because,
reason.
Hey,
he
no,
doesn't have a
it's
reason because he doesn't know what the
perfect.
chantry has.
No, it's perfectly fine. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm making damn sure I bring this guy in and I've got him completely vetted.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you know, if nothing else, the two runners of the chantry will make sure of that too.
Right.
Well,
If they do
the
have
two
a way to-
runners of the
if they do
chantry
have a
are
way
an
to track-
ex-technocrat and an ex-Nefandi. So
Yeah.
I think they won't turn him away. I'm making sure he's vetted before I even bring him to them.
Fair enough.
Right.
But I mean, you know they'd at least find a way to make sure if there is a way the Tremere can track basically the loose signal in.
Well, the correspondence word should stop that.
Oh yeah.
He
Because,
He'll
a good correspondence word redirects anyone attempting to scry on it. And one of my favorites is you just direct it to the nearest gay bar.
Right. He actually adds.
We're gonna think all kinds of things about Blake at that point.
Yeah. He adds
He's a
adds
vampire.
in. He adds in. I did not take the substantiation step, and I am straight diabolic Tremere. And you get complete truth. It's glaring
All right.
in your head.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
African or European? Lorenzo.
You gave it away.
Sorry, it's one of my favorite movies. Come on, man.
If he didn't say it, I would have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. You're telling the truth.
Yeah.
And she'll drop the mind reading and say, "All right." She'll
I made
turn
sure.
to Myrcella and say, "Give my regards to the prince. Please let her know what I've told you."
I will.
All right, and let's get you out of here before there's a Tremere hit squad on our asses.
Right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Looking at Lorenzo, and at some point, if you need a teacher, call me. Basically, give Lorenzo his phone number.
Why does everybody keep wanting to teach me? He's looking at his mom. It's becoming a habit.
He's like a bullshit.
Maybe they just like you.
Miriam's going to turn to Lorenzo and say, well, if you don't want to get embraced, there is potential that you could be a mage yourself.
Huh. Never thought of that. He actually seemed start to
And Myrcella actually nods. She knows that she knows that that's absolutely certainly true.
There is potential. I'd talk to Vittorio if you want to learn that aspect of things.
I'll think on that. Still have some years left on half of myself.
You can become a mage or a kindred at any time, as far as I know.
Yeah,
But not everyone can be a mage. So if one doesn't work out, you can always try the other.
Yeah.
interesting.
That's true.
All right. What was your name? Miriam says, turning to Blake.
Blake.
All right. Miriam Cohen, she says, offering a hand.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fella.
he, good thing he has his biker gloves on still. He goes, Blake.
Yeah,
What's going on here?
touching someone with true faith when you're a Tiavallic is not going to be a nice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not Christian, at least. There's no crosses on her whatsoever.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
The closest thing is her necklace is the Tree of Life, but that doesn't actually have a cross on it.
Right.
Right. He shakes everybody's hands and says, "Hey, nice to meet y'all."
Yes. Same to you.
And he actually, since he's going to be hanging out at the Jantry, if not a full member, and he would like a contact with the Giovanni, he gives Miriam and Myrcella his phone number.
Okay. She'll put that immediately into her cell phone to make life easy.
Miriam's going to ask for Blake's cell phone.
Yeah.
He
Blake?
gives it to her.
All right. I'm going to make sure that they can't hack this.
All right.
And Miriam
Yeah,
pulls the battery out and hands it back. I'll go
Lorenzo
more in
just smiles.
depth after we get. I'll go more in depth after we get to the Chantry. But for now,
All
they
right.
can't hack it.
Oh, that works.
Actually, Miriam thinks a bit, and she writes down a phone number on a sheet of paper and hands it to Myrcella. This is the landline of the place he's going to be staying, just in case his phone's not fixed.
Okay. And she'll put that into her phone as well.
Lorenzo looks over briefly.
What?
My memory. I got curious and looked, so now it's stuck.
Oh. Well.
It's
If something happens to my phone, I know where to go.
Not. Duh.
All right, let's get you out of here. We don't want.
All right.
Okay. As you guys get outside, there's a small biker group and a group of gentlemen in suits kind of squaring off.
Ah, fuck. Miriam draws her pistol.
No. Just get to the get. We need to just go. That's the bikers are with me. The suits the suits are Tremere. We gotta go.
I know.
One of the
Miriam's
bikers walks
better.
up to what you think is probably the head of this little Tremere hunting party. If you don't back off, it will be blood, and it will be yours.
All right. Miriam is going to fear the entire group of Tremere.
Yeah, Myrcella's
Oh,
just
wait, no,
kind of
that's-
like,
She doesn't need to. Okay. She's got her pistol in one hand. She rips the necklace off of her neck, and she looks to Blake and says, "Get in that station wagon right now."
she.
You notice as you guys came out, the gang
Myrcella
goes
just glances
biker
at
gang positions
Lorenzo.
themselves in between this suited group and you guys.
Yeah.
So
I'm
they have
looking
their
at.
backs to you.
Yeah, I'm looking at Blake. Get to the station wagon now.
Yeah, you actually see one of the bikers kind of nod to you, like,
He basically signals his goal to get to his bike and ride, and he's going to
the gold takes the bike and hauls ass. He ain't gonna tell him twice.
Okay. Wait, okay. Myrcella's just kind of like, yeah, you might want to get back. Just back up, back inside, she says to Lorenzo.
And Miriam raises her fucking holy symbol now to the fucking sky, spending a willpower on this,
Oh god. Oh god.
and she shouts, "Turn!" And hey, look, it doesn't matter because I spent a willpower.
Please tell me that you did not. That's not an AOE effect because you'll be hitting the gangle.
It is an AoE effect, unfortunately.
Yes.
Luckily speaking, she told you to get to a specific point, which I think will make it so that you can just cower in a corner instead of run away.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, get inside.
I think.
And all those
the
kindred should be running the fuck away.
I
exactly.
think all
Yeah.
the gangrels just went.
Yeah, both groups scatter.
Yeah, and Miriam holds it up in the air until they're out of sight, and then quickly puts it back in her pocket, runs for the driver's seat.
Get the fuck out of here, because they're gonna come back.
Yeah, and she starts driving like hell to the chantry.
The ghouls following us on the bike.
You guys
The
get to the
ghouls are unaffected. They're just freaked out, not repelled.
I know. My ghouls following us on the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys get to the chantry just fine. That was just something I had to throw in.
Yeah, that's
I wasn't
fine.
planning on making it a all-out war. It basically
it's-
was going to come down to if you want to fuck with the gang, well, they will make your world.
Yeah, well, hey,
The
it let me actually use that turn kindred power.
I know, I should. There you go. Of course, it does have a bad effect because now the gangrel is slightly upset with you, but that can easily be explained later.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just being safe.
I know what the Tremere could do. I don't want them anywhere near fucking with your boy here. So
Exactly. I did what I thought was good, and the gangrel will be like, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time, can you focus it? Work on that.
I could, but it's less effective if I do.
Ah, yeah. So you'd get through it. They'd be like, hey, just
Yeah.
we had it handled.
I wanted to make sure of it, and this way nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
There's
Alright.
there's now a lot of gangrels hanging out at the tavern.
So
I just went back to the hotel for now.
yeah. So Miriam brings him into the chantry. She points out it's the Green Dragon Tavern, and she's gonna.
Yes!
I'm gonna have to
She's
get
gonna-
a hold of John to see how specifically it would work with at least a kindred, because we haven't had a kindred enter in.
He probably can't see the entrance until Miriam opens the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it'd be a problem, but I just want to know if he has any ill effects.
Yeah, most likely. I know for a fact that they have some kind of correspondence effect they can turn on and off.
I know at one point they said that
Only people who are invited can go in. Essentially, is one thing that I was told.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
but in a sense you're being invited by Miriam, so that would allow you access.
yeah,
Yeah.
But I'll
it's
just read
it's not. None of these effects were put up by someone with true faith, to my knowledge, because one of them's a Widerschlein and the other one's an ex-technocrat. So
Yeah,
Pretty sure neither of them
I don't
have
think
true
it'll have a
faith.
bad effect, but I just want to make sure, just to be on the safe side.
I'm pretty sure there aren't any. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there aren't any crosses around. So
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think anybody. I think you're the only religious
Are
one.
you repelled by crosses?
And,
no,
yeah,
he's
not
diabolic. He's crazy repelled by crosses. If
Yeah,
Miriam tried to bring her, if Miriam tried to
Something
bring
we
him to
have
the
in common.
celestial, if Miriam was trying to bring him to the celestial chorus chantry, he would burst into flames.
Yeah. He's repelled by crosses law at 5 or 7
God.
as as his weakness. That's how Tremere he is.
That's because he's Teavolic. It's because the Teavolic are so rooted in pagan semi-alto
Okay.
beliefs that they believe that Christianity is actually a bane to their power and it destroys them.
Oh wow.
Technically, he's with Miriam. That's not Christianity, but it is true
Yeah,
faith. So
thankfully Miriam is Jewish.
he still gets the repulse, but it's at the normal.
Right.
Actually, I think if she used the thing, you actually get repulsed more easily.
Yeah.
Like I have to roll 2 under your willpower to repel you,
Oh wow. Okay.
rather than roll your willpower. But I spent a willpower on that, so yay.
Yeah.
But one way or another, she scattered the groups and she got you in, and she will unload she'll unload the books out of the saddlebags and.
Yeah, the ghoul will all get everything looking.
Miriam, can you turn off
Yes.
Prime Site real quick because I just throwing
I'm
this
in a
NPC this goal on the fly because I actually need to create this dude.
I'm
There's sheet.
I'm in a new
Oh, yeah.
scene. I'm in a new scene, so I can't. So my prime site's worn off.
Okay, throw it up again.
Okay.
Okay.
Ritual cast.
Damn it. Yeah.
You just gave Miriam up another point of paradox.
Oh
Way to
god.
go, Dick.
I'm sorry.
After
So
she's in
now
the chantry, I think the paradox
yeah,
will go away.
now you still get backlash chantry. You still get backlash paradox in the chantry.
She needs.
It's a sanctum, which means I can cast vulgar effects with only basic paradox.
Okay.
But if you roll ones, you get paradox.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure there's a way.
Basically,
So
she just gotta stay
she's
in
got
there.
a much bigger she's got a much bigger nosebleed.
Yeah.
He will
goes-
real quickly grab a handkerchief from his pocket and
Trying again, and
pass it to
this
her.
gets it. There we go.
This school is close. Like he could pop at any time as an itch.
Okay, and that's really weird for a ghoul. Miriam's gonna look at Blake. How old is he?
Oh,
Blake's
I,
obviously just
I brought him in as at 16 because he was.
No, I mean,
he was
how
a foster
long
kid.
has he been frozen in aging?
Since 16.
Which was how long ago?
A few months ago.
Okay, unfreeze him from his aging. He'll be a mage.
He will look at the goal and release him.
No, you gotta wait the whole fucking month.
yeah.
Okay.
He's got to come off the addiction because basically you
Yeah.
made him an addict with the vampire.
Okay.
You
He
gotta
will.
wait the whole fucking month.
All right. I'll let up on.
Yeah, basically all you do is you stop feeding him blood and you explain to him that you're trying to give him the chance to be something more.
Yeah. I'll tell him. Hey. I'm gonna let up on your drinking because you apparently had the potential to be like Miriam. And I want you to be reach your full potential. Apparently, the blood's holding you back a little bit.
Yeah, and that's technically true. Is that it's much harder to awaken as a ghoul. But once you are a mage, you can ghoul him again, and then hey, look, you've got your own ghoul mage.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So we took care of that.
Good luck for him getting another seeking, but
Yeah. We took care of that.
yay. And she'll point you out to sleeping quarters. She'll point you to a room upstairs, and she's going to say, "Don't go in that room. Especially don't spill any kindred blood in that room.
Don't plan on it.
Don't go in that room, because that's the wellspring, and she doesn't want him anywhere near the wellspring."
Oh yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much about mages, but I know that.
Yeah, no, you don't want fucking kindred blood corrupting a node.
There's
Yeah.
magic. There's magic. I don't think 6 is going to be enough for a success.
Actually, for perception awareness, even that 6 is going to tell you there's a thing behind that door. It's powerful.
He knows not to fuck with altars and places of power. He's going to be shying away from the altar room.
Yeah, there's a thing behind that door. Don't go through there. And she'll lead you to the library. And she'll unload books. There's a very
And
eclectic
he'll help.
collection of books in this library. Let me pull up the actual write-up. One moment.
Kabbalah, Advanced Mathematics, Computer Science, and Esoterica,
Yep,
and Occult.
and occult. So yeah, it's a very eclectic collection of books.
Oh, I'm gonna have to clear this with John, but if he okays it, there's going to be a notebook in there on the shelf with handwritten notes by a certain Korax.
Neat.
He's
It'd
technically
be
part of the Chantry.
basically it's going to be generic knowledge on like the vampires. It breaks down into the clans and what he thinks that they mean. So it's going to be a kind of
Miriam will actually
Quiet
take that,
view.
and she'll be handwriting in a few of her things as well, because she should have
There you go.
Kindred Lore 1 by now.
That's kind of why I put it there. I mean, there's plenty of empty pages. He just made some brief notes of what he knows.
She'll annotate it with her. She'll annotate it with her own.
If Blake notices the book and reads through it, he'll add in what he knows, which is basically Kindred Lore 2.
There
Sweet.
you go. That's how it works.
Hey, welcome. And Miriam will look over his shoulder as he does, and she'll go, "Okay, welcome to Cabal. As soon as everyone else sees you, we'll see if you're a full member or we're just hiding you.
All right.
But I made sure you were completely vetted and stuff, so that should count for something."
That's understandable. I could have been compromised, and you couldn't have known.
Well, as far as you know, you're not compromised, so...
Yeah.
And that's as good as we've got right now.
Right.
At least until we can get a time mage to...
The Tremere found you through the cell phone, so Miriam took care of that. Taking your battery out helps a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
However, they can't trace it.
Hey, yeah, if it's not broadcasting...
Bingo!
Yeah, I'm going to make sure your cell phone can't get hacked. RIP!
Yeah. Since we're in the Chantry and Ryu actually lives here, works here, will be working here. Oh crap! He got paradox. He's got a nosebleed. Okay, that's a little bit better. His sights went up when the newbie came in. All of them. And he's got matter and spirit.
Bill, it's your scene. So is it okay if he plays two characters in one scene?
For this instance, that's fine. I mean, it's just a quick thing.
Yeah.
This scene's pretty much over anyways because I gotta go do the Myrcella meets Lucinda thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So
we'll just finish off and.
Yeah, I just
Blake,
figured.
Blake meets Ryu. Blake meets Ryu. Miriam introduces them, and that's it.
Yeah, normally
And
we don't.
Ryu-
Normally we don't have two characters in this instance.
That's why I was asking an ST. So.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
For this, it's fine. I mean, it was just basically, hey, he saw the new guy, so.
Yeah, Ryu vets that he wasn't physically compromised from what he could tell.
Ryu probably almost tries to kill him until Miriam stands between.
Yeah.
There's a kindred in the Chantry! Whoa!
Holy shit! Run away! Kill it! Fire!
No, this is more like I'm going to beat his ass for
Stake him!
not having insight.
Yoga fire!
I didn't mean to stake him. Alright, but yeah.
Okay,
So other than that,
that's
basically, he'll get introduced to the others, and then when they do a scene at the Green Dragon, or whatever the hell its name is now,
Yeah.
you can choose which one you bring.
yeah, that means you can bring one or the other. Just can't do both at the
Right.
same time. So we'll say, if you bring Blake, Ryu's busy, or if you bring Ryu, Blake is busy.
Right.
If you bring Ryu, it's daytime.
Yeah,
It's,
Blake
yeah,
would be nighttime. So
yeah.
that would kind of
Right.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Talk to you later.
Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed.